Welcome back to Football Club Barcelona. Right, I'm going to do the tweaks before I actually start the game, so you can sort of see my thinking with me. So I looked at this. It's a lot of attack duties on positive mentality, and I thought, is there a way of doing it the other way around, where you can get your aggressive positioning and your aggressive runs that you want from time to time, but maybe on support duties? The only way to do that is to flip this to attacking and to make a lot more player support duties. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work. So maybe we go into the game and then we change it in the game is best thing to do. Actually, now I think about it, let's do that. Let's just start the game as is. This is going to be the team. We're playing Granada today at home. Let's get into this. The manager says media comment. Thank you very much. Right, okay, now straight into the tactics. Let's go attacking mentality. Let's make him that. Let's make Xavi's role something like that. Already got support there. We want to keep our Samuel Eto'o role as an attack duty, I think. He might get a bit detached now, though, if everybody goes into support. He'd be the next one that go to support. We get up to fluid. Oh, that's the phone. That should be fluid. Yeah, that is fluid. I'm not that I care too much about this. I'm just looking at it generally. Something like that. Let's see how that plays. And if we keep everything else the same, yeah. Okay, let's give that a go. See how that does. You've got your Iniesta and your Messi are the only two players really on attack duty with your Samuel Eto'o. Let's give that a go and see how that goes. That might go alright, actually. And he might be slightly better, more effective on attacking mentality and everything else that he does. So let's see how that plays. As always, with a new, significant tactical change, let's put it onto comprehensive and watch a lot of highlights early on. And I hope you're all doing well. Anyway, this series does by far the best on the channel consistently. So thank you to everybody that watches and hopefully enjoys the content. The other ones don't do as well. I don't know whether just to make this the only one that I do in terms of an upload and do the others as streams, which is already what I've done with the Wimbledon save. That's already become just a stream only save, really, where I upload it on YouTube after the fact. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that because it's more interactive. The other ones makes the other ones a bit different. It's a lot easier and quicker for me if it's a stream. And if people aren't too fussed about the other series, then that's probably a good way to do it. Because we keep this as it is. This won't change. This will stay as it completely is. I don't think I'll ever stream this until it gets to the point where maybe basically the series is almost over. Like we've already achieved everything and we're just going to carry on with the tweaks. I don't know. Something like that maybe. But apart from that, I can't really see this ever changing. I think it's a nice format. I like doing it. I think people like to watch it. Those who do watch the channel. And it just seems about right. Ansu Fati gets it Pedri. That should have been a better chance. And it's not. Guardiola then to Ansu Fati, who's coming in a bit too narrow for my liking. Pings it. Okay, I just want to see that again. I know he's just shot and wasted the chance, but is this good? Right, if they're going to leave our Samuel Eto'o unmarked in that situation, that ball there, if that ball is along the floor into this sort of area, that's a good chance. So I don't hate that. It's just the execution of the pass and the run. Okay, guy gets it, Pedri. Pedri's made an aggressive run. That's good. That's good. Now can we go across? Now this is what I don't like. When it's a playmaker role, they tend, if you imagine there's a line down the middle of the pitch, they tend to float either side of that line. So maybe we don't want run from position. Look, he's making a running behind on the other side. That's wrong. That is absolutely not going to happen. That is not good enough. When playmaker, you cannot select stay wider. So that's part of the problem with that role. So let's go back to boxer and get him to stay wider. Let's do that. Okay, maybe that will work. Because then he won't come over to this side of the pitch. Keeps our balance better. Because it's a clear issue here now because we've got the ball to him. Might be score from this. That'd be quite funny. But when he gets to the right-hand side, there's no way to rework the play through the middle because he's on this side of the pitch, which is not what we want to see. Like even now, so go to Lacroix, Xavi should be in here so he can drop in, he can come out here so it go in there. There's so many more attacks we can build, but he's going to be too slow to get across. And we're going to ping it behind to Erling Haaland's. Gavi Haaland's. Oh, good. Wow. I mean, it worked. Now, I don't know, because that actually looked not too bad. Once the ball went to the right centre-back, it looked okay, but the problem is that in the build-up phase, it just didn't look right with him the wrong side. I hope that we can still get that same sort of execution from the halfway line onwards with him as a box-to-box midfielder. That's what we're looking for. There's come a point, though, where you just say you've got to adjust the recreation to the match engine, but I don't know, that just leaving him as a roaming playmaker and having him come across that far, I can't have him making runs in behind them on the left-hand side. I just can't have him do that. So he's got to stay as a box-to-boxer, I think. Despite the fact we just saw a great goal. So Gavi, Haaland, Lazari. Yeah, this is slightly better. I like this. This is slightly better. Ndombele, good. Okay. I like this. I might move Frankie de Jong as to be our starting pivot, but then we won't have much off the bench. Oh, this is great for Erling Haaland. That would have been brilliant if we could have finished that. I just want to see that again, I'm afraid. Sorry if that's it's frustrating for you. So, our Iniesta is up here. Okay, I don't mind that. That looks okay to me. That's happened many times before with Barca. Xavi goes and gets involved there and drags to the centre. Oh, this is just, we just destroyed them here completely. Erling Haaland. That, I mean, if that's Messi in real life, you'd expect that 8 times out of 10 to be a goal, right? So, we just say that's one of the 8 times that he doesn't score, and hopefully the next time that happens, we do get a goal. That'd be nice. What is the possession looking like, actually? It's not really been out of play. So, 70. So, that was my one concern, is we might drop in possession, but we haven't so far. Pedri's got it. Pedri's through. That should have been a goal. What's important for me is possession staying high, but we're creating good chances. It is Granada at home. Let's not get carried away. They're 5th, but it is Granada. Which is exactly the kind of comment I made before, which ended up undoing us. Now, my only concern with Gaia is that now he sees... Oh, that's a great goal. I'm a bit concerned that he's noticing that Haaland is 6'4", and I don't know whether the player behaviour there, he's recognising the fact that he's an aerial threat over the fullback, so he's going to stop whipping the crosses to the far post, but that's good. Straight from Haaland in the game. Here we go. Are we on to something here? Are we on to something, do you think? I hope so. I really hope so with that right inside forward role. That's going to be offside. He's though, guy's going to get it back. He's going to play it into Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati plays it across to Erling Haaland, who's then going to cut in. Ansu Fati again. There's a little... That's the one downside, I think, to attacking mentality, is you seem to get that sort of extended direct behaviour in the final third at times, which is... That might be where we just say that's the only way we can work with the match engine to get what we want. That's the downside it's going to have to give us, which is okay. But I'm liking this so far. In our possession as well, it looks slightly better. Alexander Isaac is pressing well, good. Win it back now. Down the ball goes and we play. Pedri. Well, you can't base everything off of one game, but I'm much happy with this. I didn't want to go to attacking mentality because that didn't seem logical for me for the recreation, but it's what you see in the match engine. I've said this since I made videos on other channels. It's all about what you're seeing in the match engine, and if you're happy with what you see in the match engine, it's a good recreation as far as you're concerned. That's what you need to worry about. Don't worry about somebody saying, well, they didn't play that raw. Well, you know, just have a look at it. Is it working in the way you've got it set up in the match engine? If it does, there you go. Love it. Gavi, Haaland into Iniesta to Etu to Xavi to Dani Alves, and there it is. Thierry Henry at the back post. Perfection for Barcelona. 4-0. Game over. Get off the pitch, Granada. Got a thing against Granada. They're a good team, but, you know, we're getting excited now. I'll take off Ansu Fati, I think, and throw on Gelson Martins. We'll take off Haaland because we know that's worked well. Adeyemi can go in there. And we'll leave the... Oh, they just scored 4-1. Alahila Quad to Gavardio. Gavardio plays into Pedri. To Gaia, to Gelson. Good football. Iniesta's in 1v1. Adeyemi, 5-1. Let's take off Pedri and throw on Frankie de Jong, who must be unhappy with the minutes that he's getting because he's been dropped and played as a backup player because we want to play the 2 La Masia products. But what we need to get is we need to get a better pivot play because Ndombele's mentals aren't anywhere near as good as a Busquets. So we definitely need to improve that. We could just play de Jong there and have a really good midfield 3. The problem I have with that is if we need to change the game, we don't have a good sub player that's going to be fresh. But if we need to change the game, there's a good chance that we'll be changing it with a striker anyway to try and go with 2 strikers if we desperately need a goal. Anyway, Frankie de Jong makes it 6-1. Oh, like here, they're going to ping it clear. We're going to recover this, hopefully. Lacroix, no, we don't. They're going to get it. Oh, no, Adeyemi. Gavi stays onto it almost too long. Guy gets it, plays it to Gelson. Gelson holds on, and we just create a nice little set. We created a nice little area there of people in their set positions, which is what I was trying to say. I'll probably cut that bit out. So there's a weird jump. De Jong makes it. Oh, what a beautiful goal! And I'm really sorry if I had to cut up that video a little bit because I couldn't get my words out. But that was a magical goal. I might just leave it all in so you can just listen to me fucking stutter and, you know, get all over the place. So you don't have to miss the beautiful play. And what a dink. 7-1. It's going to be 10. Right here, Gelson Martins to Gavardio and Ndombele to Gelson Martins. De Jong, don't like that. Do not like that. Like quite Ndombele, Gavi. Ndombele brings it across. Not sure I like that either, but we're going to win it back. Or is it a penalty? It's a penalty. Hit one. Possession is pretty impressive for this game, but I don't know whether we would have done something similar anyway. So, I don't know. It's going to do it. We're going to say I'm very pleased with the result and the way we played. That was brilliant, wasn't it? Not just the result, but the performance. And not just the performance in terms of who the players happened to play well, but they also played well from a recreation perspective. So we're definitely going to love that for performance. So attacking mentality, we had complete back support, full back support. We had the box, right? And that's how we finished it off. But then he's also then got that unticked and that ticked. I think everything else stayed the same. I don't think I actually changed any other player instructions. So let's save that. Okay, that puts us 6 points clear of Sevilla, and I'll see you in a second then for the Villarreal game away from home. Welcome back. Let's see how this goes then in a game from the start and away from home. The manager says, yep, got to please the media. First highlights so far. I've got on key highlights for this game though, because we feel like we've got something set to see how it plays really. And there we go. So Gaia and Ndombele, Guardiola onto Gavi. I don't like that though. That's the only problem with attacking mentality. They do go a bit too direct when you get to that sort of second third to the final third. And it does turn over. That's a great ball though. That is a magical Barcelona goal. See, it's annoying because you get some of the unrealism from the recreation of that team, but then you get some of the more realism as well. So it's like give and take, isn't it? But that's just perfect play, isn't it? That is just beautiful, beautiful play. 1-0. Villarreal are one of the better teams in Spain. Not only is their team not too bad at the start of the game, but this year they've been pretty good as well. So them away from home is probably about as good as a test we can get. More than Real Madrid anyway. And yeah, I don't like that again into Haaland. I don't know if we can just tweak it and stop that from happening. But like that little clip in the air to Haaland, that shouldn't really be a penalty, I don't think. Well, if it's a question if it's in the box, it's a penalty. Because it's in the box. It's just if it's a foul is what the question should be. Yeah, that's... Oh, what? Okay, it was. I thought it was for this one in the middle. It was for the first one. Okay, Pedri. Oh. I also have the ball here with Ndombele to Lazari. Whips it in, and it's going to be bundled in. 2-0 Barcelona. I think we're on to something here. I like here, Ndombele to Pedri. Okay, so we've got the ball deeper in our build-up now. We're giving it away. And they are through on goal. Villarreal. They can whip it across. Coquelin. Far post. Gerard Moreno. And it's over. And Ndombele is going to come off and Frankie de Jong's going to come on. I like here, Frankie de Jong, Ansu Fati to de Jong, holds on to places to Gavi, to Pedri across to our Messi, Messi's going to play it back to Xavi now to Puyol to Xavi to Dani Alves, oh look at this, staying on it, Messi gets it, Messi scores, and it might be offside, but I think we're going to be good. Barcelona, brilliant goal. Brilliant goal again. Having a decent player as the right inside forward has changed everything, I think. Not just decent, because the other players were good, but having like an outstandingly good player who's by far your best player, that's what I needed at the time, I think. In a combination of that and actually tweaking the tactic, which I think definitely helps. I think you probably can see this as well. See, now it's just that. I don't remember seeing that too often. I do remember seeing long switches, but it'd be more... I do remember seeing like long switches, but it'd be more like in the air to Messi kills it, or Dani Alves kills it, then they build again from there, but not like switching in behind sort of stuff. So probably have to tweak it back down a little bit, but at the moment it's working a lot better in terms of a tactic, and we're still looking very dominant. Gavi's going to come off, and Castrovilli's going to come on there. I think we'll take off. Let's take off Lazari and throw on Hector Bellerin for some minutes at right back. There's a highlight here. This straight after the changes. I'm not sure whether it's a real highlight, whether it's just like after a tactical change sort of stuff, but I assume probably is a real highlight because I think it would have just skipped it. Oh, sorry, made our changes. Forget that. This is an actual highlight. Could be a goal for somebody here. Levakovic just clears it. They get the ball back with Samuel. Jeremy goes through. Should have scored. Highlight here for Villarreal. They're going to play the ball back to Walker, to Coquelin. They're going to stay on it. So we're going to win it off them. Let's give another highlight for them. We win it off them. Levakovic, no. That needs to be fixed. That has to be fixed. That's going to infuriate me. There was just no need for him to do that there at all. We're going to retain the ball, and you can see how much it annoyed me as well. Yeah, I really did not make me very happy at all, that sort of bollocks playing out from the back. Pedri gets it, de Jong, Gaia plays it across, Ansu Fati, there's a good goal in the end, but see it in 3D. Iniesta gets it, says, okay, where's my support? It's alright, yeah, just nice. Eric Abidal plays it back through to Thierry Henry, goal. I like again here for Villarreal. They're going to start off on the ball. They're going to get the ball to the left-hand side. Are they going to get a cross in? They might do. They do get it across. There it is. And it should have been but one. Possession is good. 63% is pretty good away from home against Villarreal. That's one of the tougher games you're going to get, and one of the games with the least amount of possession, 64 now. So, and a good expected goals. No penalty to bump that up either, so that's all good. Nice work, everybody. That was good. That's been a pretty good step forward. I think we need to change something with him. I don't know what to do about Livakovic, but he does seem to ping it a lot. Do we go to sweeper keeper support? I know that does, though, also encourage that. So I'm not entirely sure that's the right way to go, but we'll try that. Or we need to try something different because I'm getting fed up with him just pinging it clear. So we'll try something, I think, in the next episode. In terms of that next episode, we're not going to come back for this. I don't think there's any point. We should easily... I have to play the first team to guarantee it, but we should be fine. Next episode, we'll come back for the Celta Vigo game, because that'll be at home against 4th place, and then Sevilla at home, which is 2nd place. So we'll come back for those two. I think after that, we'll try and match up one league game with one Champions League game after that, depending on who we get and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it. So that puts us now... Well, we don't know how many points will be clear until they play their game in hand, but we're decently in front still. Only conceded 10 goals, now scored 60. Average possession is 63% with 20,000 passes completed already after 24 games. That is ridiculous. That's very high. Yeah, much more positive episode, and positive in terms of not only are we winning, but we're winning in the style that we want. And it's a massive step in the right direction in terms of a tactic that works, and also, though, a tactic that looks more like a recreation of the real thing. It's just, I think, at the moment, that first third... that we're just trying to make sure that we don't go too direct too early. I think it's partly down to the attacking mentality now we've got, and also having two players that are 6'3" plus. And maybe the game is recognising a chance to see an advantage. I'm not entirely sure, but that is going to do the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.